All right, next up, the Miami Marlins taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hernandez and Castellanos are on the hill in this game, and the Marlins are a $1.16 road favorite there at Chase Field. Total in this game is 8.5. It's funny, we got 8.5 over here in this game and a 7 with Detroit and Oakland. Kind of strange, but yeah, the totals have been a little bit mysterious so far this year. Base winner, talk a little bit about the Marlins and your Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I think there's some value here with the Marlins today. I mean, they're priced at minus 116 in the market. I've got it at minus 131. And then one of the things, and I'll get into my numbers, but one of the things just from a stuff comparison, and Hernandez has not been electric. He's got a 40 percentile stuff plus, but Humberto Castellanos, 7 percentile stuff plus. It's the second worst on the board today. So I like that that's going for us as well. In fact, my starting pitcher ratings has Castellanos with a 132 run suppression number, and that's 148th out of 150 pitchers. You look at the bullpen here, and these are some interesting numbers. I've got Miami rated 13th in baseball by my long-term ratings, and the Diamondbacks at 30th in baseball by my long-term ratings. But one of the things that to me is pretty interesting when you take a look at just swinging strike percentage, hard hit per nine, and expected walk rate is Miami rates really high this year. They're second in baseball and right below the Dodgers, which you wouldn't think when you combine all of those ratings together. And then if you look at Arizona, they're 22nd in baseball by those ratings. So I think that we get an edge in the bullpen, a decent size edge in the bullpen. The offenses I have about right. And one thing that I did want to say about this Arizona Diamondbacks team is if you look at the regular standings, you'll see that they're sitting above 500 at 15 and 14. But I have on my website, I've got an expected standings, and it just takes into account weighted runs created plus, xFIP minus, and defensive runs saved. And they should be, based on those numbers alone, they should be 10 and 18. So they've really got about 5 more wins than they should have based on their underlying stats. And if you look at their weighted runs created plus, it's at 83, and their xFIP minus is 115. And so I think as a whole, you've got, and this includes this bullpen, which I just don't really like at all for Arizona. They're third worst in baseball, just ahead of the Reds and the Royals. So for all those reasons, I'm going to go with the Marlins here and lay a short price at minus 116.
Okay. Jeff?
Yeah, I think the number here is kind of telling me kind of all I need to know about this game. In a year where baseball's been so certain with unders, we obviously know, and I've talked about it. I had an under last week with this Arizona team. They're an under machine at home. However, you look at this number, it's went from 8 to 8.5 in the market. I think all the signs tell you to take the under here, but I don't know. I mean, both these pitchers seem like pitchers that are going to give 4 or 5 runs up, maybe 3, 4, 5 runs. Bullpens are going to come in and not clean them up. I don't like either of these starting pitchers in Hernandez and or Castellanos. Mark kind of alluded to Castellanos' underarching problems. I kind of feel like this is kind of one of those wild 6-5 type of games. Just my thought. And then again, these are not the greatest offenses in the major leagues. Arizona's not as bad as some. They're not Detroit or Kansas City, and Miami's kind of middle of the pack in baseball. So I'm going to kind of lean on an over here. I think the number's kind of telling just with these teams and the under stuff and the fact that, I think Arizona has the best under numbers in baseball at home. So I'm going to look and kind of feel like this at worst is, give me a 4-4 game. That's all I need here to get an over. So I'm going to lean on an over here.
It's kind of hard to play Miami in this spot, guys, because Hernandez has been really bad. I mean, he gave up 13 runs in his last 3 starts. Castellanos really isn't much better. And you look at Miami, they've lost 7 out of their last 8 games. We were just talking about them going back a week and a half ago that this team, they're playing some good baseball as a surprise team. They won 7 in a row. And then what do they do after that? They've lost 7 out of their last 8 games. Hard team to figure. And like I said, Hernandez has just not been good to hear at all. I'm a little surprised here. We're not talking about maybe an over in this game, but I don't want no part of this game. But base winner, you're on it. Good luck to you, and hopefully you knock this one out of the park. So let's lock Mark in for this one, as he does like Miami minus 114 in this spot.